Hello, everybody. It's the Feralto 4 for the weekly update. Um, First things first, just scheduling stuffs. This week should be returned to normal, or just continuing normal with Paper Mario and Wind Waker. Also, today is the Paper Mario Thousand Year Door's 14th birthday, so happy birthday, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. And yeah, just should continue that. I'm still gonna try to get a stream in sometime this week, maybe two. I just having problems with getting myself to do the whole live thing. Still working on that part of me. Just I don't know, having trouble with interacting with people. It's a lot easier to do it when it's recorded in advance. And so we'll see. If there is a stream, again, Discord will have it, and it'll announce it, and probably Tuesday night around 9 p.m. Eastern, maybe Wednesday. There's an update for the game Enter the Gungeon, which is a roguelike, really fun game. Roguelike bullet hell. On the Switch and other things, but I have the Switch version. So I might stream that one of the nights, along with the Fiesta, so we'll see about that. I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I want to just play more, and it's fun just to see the randomness of it. That'll be like just more of a chill stream, I think. Anyway, let's see. So yeah, there should be a Precipice video on Wednesday. There's a whole load of stuff that went up on the Sephiroth over the past couple of weeks from when John visited a little while back, so check that out. Been retweeting it a lot on Twitter, so yeah. There's one more video that I still need to edit that I've just been a bit lazy on. Excuse me. But yeah. If you're wondering why it's 9:47, it's dark out. Today, Saturday night, Sunday, was a Jewish day called Tisha B'Av, the ninth day of the month of Av, which is the Hebrew month of Av, which is a national day of mourning for the Jews. We just mainly mourn the loss of the temples in Jerusalem that we had a couple thousand years ago. They were both destroyed on this day, about 400 years apart. And it's kind of also a time where we just mourn all the bad stuff that's happened to us over the millennia, and there's been a lot of bad stuff that's happened to us, and a lot of it actually coincides with this day. So it's just a day where Jews fast and mourn, and that's why I'm wearing the black here. It's just a personal thing for that. We don't have to wear black. Personal thing. But there's no eating. We don't say hi to people. We don't shave for a few weeks prior, which is why I've shaved now, because now we can. The 3-week period beforehand, they just don't go to movies, and the 9 days beforehand, we don't eat meat or drink wine, anything celebratory, no marriages, things like that. But that period's over now. It was not an easy day for me. Oh my gosh, such a headache right now. But it's done, which means I can now do laundry and eat food and shave, and we can see movies and stuff. So yeah. In the meantime, in the past week, I went out a lot to the reservoir that's by our house. Did a lot of walking and playing Pokemon Go. It's been, I don't know, I've been enjoying it so much, just the combination of the two. The Pokemon Go gives me a reason to keep going out because I have to do stuff on a daily basis there, but it's just nice getting the fresh air and stuff like that. Oh, it's so nice. I never want to go back home because it's just so much nicer in the open air, the water and the trees and the little critters. I saw a snake and it wiggled away before I could get a picture, but there's always groundhogs and rabbits and stuff there. I usually go around twilight, which by the way is one of my favorite time periods, twilight, just because of the way the sky looks and everything. It's not just because of Twilight Princess, I swear. Although it helps that Twilight Princess is so much of the game is in Twilight. But we'll get to that game eventually. But yeah, so it's been nice just like driving myself every day, and just walking a lot, especially since this past week was an event with like lots of eggs to hatch and extra candy from everything. Finally evolved my shiny Swablu, and now I'm working on my shiny Magikarp. Finally got the 10th ghost I need for the research thing there, so it's good stuff. Also this week I tried to do like a bit of drawing every day. I didn't want to do like big projects because I had to get back into recording, and like the two things usually just don't work well. Also, just something I need to say, like whenever I shave, like I really like it, but I feel like after I get rid of all like the color on my face here, it just accentuates my lips too much, so I just look like my lips just... See what I mean? It's just dark. It looks like I'm wearing lipstick. I don't know. I like it. I like how I look shaved. I like how I look with a beard also, but it gets very itchy during the summer. I've been getting like just really itchy, and I'm glad I can shave now. But yeah, so I decided this week to do just like little things, and whenever I get like drawing projects, I usually try to have a focus and not just like a theme of a show or a game or whatever, but like something I want to try to practice. In this case, it was practicing shading just by doing vertical lines as opposed to block shading. And my focus this week was My Hero Academia characters. So I started on the 15th, which was Monday, maybe. And also trying to do with minimalistic colors, like not just like making colors everywhere, and kind of snowballed as the week went by. But I started with these four, and I really like how Tsu came out. Her hair, like what I did here, just to explain my yeah, it's just not gonna show anymore. Just to explain my process with these guys, because what I wanted to do, first of all, I wanted to record it as I was drawing, but like I kept forgetting, and like until I was halfway through, and I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna do this. But instead of like doing a smart thing and like making a general face and then whatever, what I did here is I started with the hair. So like Tsu was the first one that I did. I moved on to Uraka, and down to Ida, and then Bakugo. So it really just my camera's white balance just doesn't know what to do with itself. So I started with the hair. I just started with the middle and kind of worked my way around there, and then filled in the face after that, and the same with Uraka and so on and so forth. And it kind of worked for the girls, but not really so much for the guys. Also, Bakugo's hair is really annoying, so I'm glad it like got somewhere with that. Yeah, I just find that generally works better for me, because if I just try to do the face, the hair is usually like all lopsided and stuff. So for the next day, I tried to do requests that people gave me. So it was requested Pinky, Aizawa, and a few other characters. I can't remember his name. I don't know. Falco's Bizarre Adventure. So this was the next day's drawing, which I think was a little bit better because I was a bit more used to it. Aizawa, as you can see, is just done with everything. It's very detailed in my opinion. I like the lines there. The singular color just kind of shows how tired he is. I really liked putting the dark shadow there next to what's his face that I can never remember his name. Like I said, Falco's Bizarre Adventure. Mina, just, I don't know, I love it. I love how her hair came out. Again, like I started with the top, like the top part of the hair here, and kind of worked my way around, and it kind of evened itself out. It worked out pretty well, and as you can see, like I added a bit more colors and not just one, but just her color scheme kind of needed that. And also I totally forgot the invisible girl. She Hagakure? I don't remember. But yeah, so she has a great face too. I started with her hair as well. But yeah, I really like mainly how Aizawa and Mina came out. I think it's just really nice. Then the next day's drawings, I was asked to do the Todoroki, Mount Lady. Is it Mount Lady? Like Mountain Lady? I don't know. MT dot Lady. I don't know. And some other characters. So I did Todoroki and older Todoroki, otherwise known as Endeavor, and Mount Lady there. And I really, really, really like how Endeavor came out. I mean, I really like how Mount Lady came out too. That one took a little bit longer to get right. If you're wondering how these sketches went, there's usually like 2 or 3 layers underneath that I erase afterward of like preparatory like shaping of everything. But for Endeavor there, like the black lines there that's the original layer. It came out just really well. Again, I started with his hair, but instead of going like above and around his hairline, I kind of traced his face there. Not actually trace, I mean like I did like the outside of the face by his eye and nose and everything, and did like his actual face, and then I went on another layer and I put the fire, and then in between I just kind of erased all the areas that the fire covers so that it looks like the fire is over it, like he actually looks, and I think it came out really well, and I think she came out really well too. Although, again, like, she just took a little while, and Todoroki there is just kind of like, eh. But, I really like how Endeavor came out. I don't know, the initial sketch layer just came out really, really nicely. A lot of Pokemon Go stuff, and the last day that I did, I didn't get the whole week, unfortunately, but the last day I did was, I forgot her name. What is her name? Hatsume, right? Hatsume, the inventor girl, come on. Which was really hard, aside from her hair, the thing she wears on her head. As you can see, it's kind of like, but, I don't know, I think it came out really well too, just with the way her hair is kind of splayed out, and the colors and everything, but, the whole point of me drawing all this stuff was to get like the vertical line shading, and I think it came out really well on like people like Endeavor and Aizawa. I think it helps with the drawing a lot, and yeah. So that was last week, and this week I don't know if I'm going to continue the same type of thing or I'm going to go on, but it was just nice to do something. Also, the mouse I've been using for the past 2 years died. Saturday night, like I turn my computer on and I start like just using my computer, and all of a sudden my mouse just starts going and then stops responding. The buttons still work, like all the click buttons on it. I have a whole load of buttons on this, but the optical sensor just died. It stopped. So I had to go cannibalize a wired mouse. You know, one of these ones that you could still see the light coming out of from a computer that's like 15 years old already. So it's just kind of funny. So I ordered a new mouse, and I'll hopefully get here soon. But it's gonna be fun trying to record and stuff without a wireless mouse. But them's the breaks. Anyway, that's about it for the update. Thank you all very much for your continued support and everything. This week was easier than the previous one. It still was not an easy week, but we're getting there, hopefully. And, yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.